Welcome back, my name is Zach, and you may be wondering why I look like a merman. I'm a special effects body painting makeup artist, and if you want to find out how I turned myself into this amazing aquatic creature, then keep on watching. This is also a collaboration with the amazing Melvin Jr. Please go check out his tutorial. He's a fantastic artist, a kind soul, and I love working with him. So, first things first, you gotta get yourself a beard. Either grow it or make it. I, being a less than trendy lumberjack wannabe, must create mine. There are many tutorials on how to create gray pair beards, and since this is my first one, I'm gonna leave it up to those who have more experience, but once I've tried it out a few more times, I'll have a tutorial link below. The do's and don'ts of character makeup is what I'm going to be talking about mostly in this video, so let's begin with some base rules. Create a prosthetic before application date. I also sculpted, casted, and molded and ran all my prosthetics before creating this look, including the beard, gills, and ears. If the hair is lighter, don't paint on the color you want, bring it up from a darker color. Mine was white, and because I didn't follow this philosophy, I ended up having to give up on perfecting the color matching. Use grease-based foundations for even coverage. It will also stay better and blend better because of the grease properties. My paints are from Makeup Forever. Next tip, don't apply prosthetics before they're painted. Next, contour according to the colors used on your face, and work in a light to dark color gradient. When I'm working, I usually start with a medium color, a few shades deeper, like 1 to 2 shades, then my foundation. Transition down to a dark color, 3 to 4 shades darker, then go in with a highlight color which is 1 to 2 shades lighter than my base foundation color. In this makeup, I'm using swirling motions and a paddle brush to coax my first transition color out of the application area to create a smooth gradient. Don't apply too much color with one stroke. Work at a slow gradient. It is easier to add than take away color, but if you do add too much, you must blend for your life and apply more of the foundation and transition color to fade it out. I ended up putting way too much, which caused me to have to reapply my original transition color, and that can cause the colors to get muddy and not transition well. And in my case, it ended up covering up all the beautiful blending I did earlier. When contouring, blending is your best friend. And when adding natural shadows onto the face, there are no harsh lines. Do add fun textures that break up the flatness of the foundation and think outside of the box. For this makeup, I used oblong circles and ovals to create scaly plates and textures instead of using the traditional curved triangular shapes that are usually seen in aquatic character makeups. It is fun to mix up the shapes, and it also draws the viewer in. For this makeup, I chose a contrasting color so that the scales would stand out and help draw and move the eye around. To me, contrasting colors really help create movement and texture, so basically, hypothetically, killing two birds with one stone. Don't rush. Rushing texture work can turn your project into a mess instead of creating a positive addition to your work. It will draw the onlooker away from your beautiful art you've just created. For this merman, I kept the larger scales towards the side of the face, and the closer towards the center they got, the smaller they got. By applying pink directly on top of the contour color, I was able to contrast the detail of the scales more, and used a purple body paint to create scales and maintain the deepening properties of the contour. By adding the teal color, I'm able to blend in the foundation color and break up the warm colors and create more of a fluid texture blend, if you will. Don't forget the ears. I used a base green to help blend the line of the beard up into the scale texture. Instead of doing a simple brush-on highlight, I decided to use a lighter blue body paint to bring out the scale texture on the highest points of my face. I also made sure that some of the dots and circles overlapped to help the illusion that the face was actually raised, catching the light, because if it was actually photographed as a merman in real life, like mermans in real and stuff, the exposure from the flash would blur together the scales and the individuality of each one wouldn't be captured. For the body paint, I did the exact same thing I did on my face as for the rest of my body, or really my upper torso and arms. I started attaching my prosthetics with spirit gum and liquid latex and a base coat of teal body paint with my Makeup Forever brushes. I added in necessary shadows that the base takes away from with contouring, and I started that with a purple body paint, then used the same purple pigment to blend that into the teal base. I started contrasting with pink detail work, then blended in the foundation with the contour colors and transition colors like purple. I used light blue to create highlight details and then added black to detail the gills. As far as finishing touches go, I used purple pigment to smoke out my eyes, then a loose pigment from Furless Cosmetics to highlight like a halo, then I used the black pigment to blend it all together. Lastly, some of my minty detail body paint goes on for some brow action. I popped in some teeth I made, and there you have it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like what you see, please comment down below, thumbs up this video, and subscribe to my channel. If you want to see more of me, follow me under all social media with the username Zachzenga. Until next time, from my face to yours, have a nice day now. Bye!